Summer might be the best it's ever been. I mean, we got Dress Up Darling Season 2, Bunny Girl Senpai coming back after 50 fucking movies, and one of the most hyped romances in recent memory finally getting an anime adaptation. We got a new big three this season, a romance trifecta, maybe a quadfecta if we count Rent a Girlfriend. But we don't really need to worry about that silly show right now. We got 3 bangers right here, so how could this possibly go wrong? Oh, that's how it could go wrong. The Flagrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, a romance that I've seen hyped up for a really long time. And there have been plenty of people excited for this anime adaptation, including myself. There was crazy hype for it, and everybody was already deeming it one of the Cloverworks' big 3. A weekend of Dress Up Darling Season 2, Bunny Girl Senpai, and The Flower Show all airing at the same time, coining the name the Cloverworks' Big 3, just to fuel the excitement. And on top of that, all being romances people really enjoyed. This was in the palm of their hands, a layup to absolutely be a banger summer anime season. And what does Netflix do? They delay it everywhere, which is like, why is this even fucking happening? Why? I thought it was gonna be a week delay like with Blue Box, but no, they delayed it for months. I've looked up multiple things from every side of the internet to wonder if maybe there's something someone else heard or saw that I haven't, so there seems to not be any real answers besides, oh, we just want to drop it with the dub. Which, okay, that's fine, right? Like, you didn't do it for Blue Box, which was equally hyped up, and there's been other shows that have been equally hyped up and no dub. Summer Hikaru Died has been gassed up for months, so it seems there's a precedent for them streaming anime without having a dub and then adding it back later on, so why the fuck does it stop with this show? Here were a couple of reasons I saw. One was they wanted to put full force behind the show and give it the attention it deserves. Waiting till the big hitters they have streaming on there like Dandadan and Sakamono Days ride out their hype. But that also makes zero sense because it's coming out in September, which would bleed into these 2 shows airing. The fall season doesn't start till October, and most of the shows will either end the first week of October or in the last 2 weeks of September. So Dandadan and Sakamono Days are definitely going to be airing while, you know, Flowers is streaming. There's no way that can be something they're seriously thinking about, and plus, we also don't know what they're going to be having coming during the fall season, which could also kill the hype of the show. But if they were so worried about the hype, why did they even push it back? Because everybody is going to find ways to watch it, and it's going to kill the numbers the show would have done. This tweet seems to be like a bit of damage control for it being like, hey, anime watching is increased, and they're mostly watching it dubbed, trying to justify the late release. Like, great, people are watching more anime. That is doing nothing but giving more attention to the genre, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to watch it in dub, but you can't cater to one side of the fan base and not let the other eat. This was something the whole anime community was hyping up for months, like actual months. People were so excited to have this great weekend of anime watching, and it's kind of ruined now, just a little bit. If it is true, they shouldn't even be worried about the hype. They gotta realize all the hype would have came from the fan base, and with it coming out, it would have gotten more buzz, and it would have gotten even more traction because people would have compared it to the other stuff dropping this season. And that would have had a rundown effect of everybody wanting to watch it and more people wanting to watch it. People would have went there just to watch the show to shit on it because someone said it was better than Dress Up Darling, or vice versa. They really had a layup here to get their numbers up, and the hype was always going to build itself. There was no need to delay it. And this just isn't me defending the show, but could cause some serious problems for other shows. You have to think, they most likely have some rights to JoJo, and Part 7 being announced, and eventually to be airing soon, they might try to pull this shit again and make people wait even longer. We know with JoJo Part 6, they dropped it in batches, hardly doing any promotion for it, and it caused the hype to be up and down. So that is something we have to worry about for these other series. They might gatekeep it until the dub is fully finished and just drop it all at one time, and it might mess up the hype completely. Then another theory as to why it possibly could have been delayed was them not getting the licensing on time, so they couldn't get the proper advertisement out for it. And I mean, we can't really prove this because we're not really gonna see the behind the scenes of everything, but I also had such a hard time in believing in this. I'm not sure if you're familiar with how anime gets put on streaming service, so I did some research because I wasn't 100% either. So first off, most of the time you deal with the licensing agreement, and then this is basically saying, hey, you're allowed to stream our show. So these big companies are like, yo, what are the major streaming services at play? You got Crunchyroll, Disney Plus, Trash Ass, Netflix, and High Dive, and plenty of others. And basically they're like, yo, which one of y'all wants to put in the highest bid to get this? So whoever puts in the highest bid and that bid is accepted can stream the show. So this goes back to my point earlier. So basically when the big company had the licensing for it, they knew how popular this manga was. It came out in 2021 and sold out 4.3 million copies as of 2025, which is pretty good, I guess, but 4.3 million is a big fucking number. So you're telling me these big ass streaming services took till the very last minute to figure out who was gonna buy it? There's no way, unless all the sides were throwing so much money at it, that it took forever to pick who gets this distributed. Which I find hard to believe because you know Crunchyroll and well, Netflix will literally throw millions at fucking anything. I just find it hard to believe that they went into a bidding war. And I think Netflix also did a horrible job at telling us when the show was actually gonna come out. The very first trailer from Netflix came out a month before it started airing. You gotta think, Japan got it July 5th, Asia and I believe another country got it July 13th, and then America and everybody else got it September 7th. What the fuck? And the month prior, all it said was coming 2025. What were they cooking? Like, however you want to slice it, it was fucking horrible marketing. Netflix has just done a really bad job for this whole anime, and it feels like they're just making excuses for it because they've done shows without dubs, and they're perfectly okay with dropping a show without the dub. So why does this show get special treatment? Like I said before, when Blue Box came out, there was no dub, and then they added a dub. So like, they're perfectly okay with adding a dub later, so why did they delay it because of that? If they knew they wanted to do the dub and have it simultaneously drop, they should have just prepared for it way better, but it seems like they underestimated it maybe, and now it may kill the hype for some people. Some people are gonna watch this shit somewhere else. Some are just gonna completely forget about it. Netflix is just so goofy. I was scrolling on TikTok and they posted a clip from the episode on the Sunday, like literally right after it dropped on Netflix. Their anime account just performed the perfect rage bait because genuinely, I was so fucking mad. And I don't know what else could be a better rage bait for the community, to be honest with you. Like, why even post it when a majority of half of the Netflix audience can't even watch it until September? Like, that shit is just so crazy, man. It's like I said, it was perfect rage bait, man. I was just so pissed off about it. This was supposed to be a nice coming together moment where we could all get hyped over these romance shows and enjoy them together. Where Cloverworks is adapting 3 bangers and was getting love for how each show looks so good. And they turned something that was gonna be fun for everybody and ruined it completely. Even Cloverworks made a collaboration visual for this, and it was just ruined because a majority of the audience can't even watch the Flowers show. Which is so sad because it worries me for the future of other shows, specifically, like I said, JoJo Part 7. That is what really scares me. So hopefully they can fix all this before the time comes around when it, you know, comes out. Because damn near everybody is excited for this part. JoJo fans, non-JoJo fans, everybody wants to see how good this fucking part is, so, you know, they better fix their shit and get it together. Which sucks because, you know, this show was supposed to be massive, but most people are not gonna stick around and wait until the show premieres, so it's just gonna kill the Netflix numbers. Which worries me because they might not greenlight a season 2 or give it to a dumber company. I just want these animes to be easily accessible for people. Like, this shit just sucks and it makes it more complicated and frustrating because some people are watching, others are not. People are talking about it, you're getting spoiled. It's just a whole fucking mess they could have avoided. Like, we do not need to cut Netflix any fucking slack. This is completely their fault. And basically with the tweet today, they basically said, yo, we're waiting till the dub is finished to drop it. Which is like, bro, why? Like, why did they just pick out this show to be like, yes, we're gonna delay it so we can get the dub out? And they didn't do it for any other fucking show. Why? It's so frustrating. They could have just had the dub be delayed by a week or 2. I don't know why they were so, like, adamant on making sure the dub came out at the same time. What kind of makes it worse is they're doing weekly drops when the show comes out in September. Why are you dropping it weekly at that point? What is the point? You might as well just drop it all at once because once people get invested in the show, they're gonna find spoilers about it and then be fucked because y'all wanted to delay it. Like, the idea of simulcasting dub is great. Like, I love the idea, right? It gives people 2 options. You can watch it sub, you can watch it dub, whatever you choose to do. But Netflix, next time you do an anime like this, make sure you are fucking fully prepared because you obviously weren't this time. So we don't ever have to deal with this problem again. The delay didn't need to happen. It just feels like total incompetent shit from Netflix, to be honest. So the real reason it got delayed was because they wanted to drop the dub at the same time. So that's the real answer. And while I was working on this video, they were theories at the time, but now it's basically official that it's the dub. Like I said, there's not a problem with wanting to add a dub to it, but why make other people wait for it? You know, it's a little whack. It's a little whack in my opinion. So hopefully everybody did enjoy this video, you know? Sorry it was a little rant about Netflix, but, you know, they need to just drop shit when it's supposed to come out. Also, let me know, are you happy with the delay or what? Are you gonna wait till the dub comes out to watch, or are you gonna go ahead and see it anyway? So hopefully everybody did enjoy this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and goodbye.